Alright, so I just had to basically slice the back of the suit so that I could pull it down, and now I'm going to shave away some of the under section here just so they get the arms nice and flat to his sides. And that's it really, just slice down the back, pull it on off. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I finally got around to doing the final mod on the Hot Toys Arkham City Batman figure. I wanted to change him into the Arkham Asylum remastered version of Batman with the black and grey rather than the blue and grey of Arkham City. And a while ago I did do a few mods. I repainted all the blue sections of the armor black, which you can see here. Got a custom cape from Jackson XU. And the final thing I needed to do was do the mod to get the arms to sit more flush to his sides, a bit more natural looking, and it's made an incredible difference to the piece. He's gone from being one of those Batman figures I'm glad to have, but don't really pay that much attention to it very often. I wouldn't certainly call it like my top 3 or top 5 Batman figures, but now after all the mods I would definitely be very tempted to put this in the top 3 or definitely top 5. It's just taken him to another level. 'Tis a very rainy day. Look at that rain action. Now I'm just going through my Batman drawer of accessories, looking for his hands and his weapons and such. Ooh, hello Bruce Wayne. That thing there, what's that? That's Batman Returns. Anyway, good old rummage. There's more armored Batman action. Come on. Hot Toys. Oh, is that the one? I think that's the one. Yes, that's his mouth plate, and those are his accessories. Okay, we're good to go. I think the various mods have helped with the articulation in the arms. Now, as well as, being able to lower his arms closer to the sides, you are able to lift them higher, although it will expose some of the obvious mods you've had to do. Now, I will say, I've always intended to do this mod, but it was something I saw on Facebook, and I'll interject a little screenshot of the original post that I saw yesterday, I think. Responsible. Shout out to you guys, or the individual, for just giving me the little boost that I needed to get my arse in gear and finally get this mod done. So I saw the collector's post about how he did his arm mod. I already knew how to do it, but like I said, seeing his video and the results made me think, right, that's it. Tonight's the night, which was last night. and I'm going to finally get this done, and I'm glad I have. So from this angle here, you can't see anything cutting wise, because you do have to cut into the suit a bit to get this to work. One thing I did do, though, I didn't need to remove his belt. I have a kind of a technique that I use without removing the belt in order to get it to sit lower. You kind of need to hold on to the figure and with both hands like this, imagine. So with this finger here, you're going to be sort of working the belt down, and with your thumb, you're going to be pushing the rubber suit up. So you're pushing the belt down and you're pushing the belt up at the same time, and you just kind of work it down slowly, and eventually you'll get the belt to sit at the right level. Yeah, man, posability's definitely getting better on this guy. Not really able to lift his arms up. You can lift them up, but after you do the mods, you're not really going to want to see the armpit area, because you kind of have to cut away some of the material, or some of the rubber suit, should I say, under the armpit to get the arms to lie flush. It's not just a matter of using a Dremel or a rotary tool to file down the plastic body underneath here. You want to make that thinner. Basically, you know what I mean. Like, you'll need to slit down the back of his suit so that you can peel his top half of his rubber suit down. Some of it is glued in place, so you will need to just, pull it away from the glue. It's all good. You need to make the decision. If you're going to sell this later on, probably don't do any mods to it. I always want to keep this figure, so I didn't have any problems as far as, worrying about value and stuff. I just want the thing to look as good as possible, and it's definitely getting there. So, yeah, you will need to cut just with a scissors, or if you got a scalpel or whatever, just a big long slice all the way down to the top of his bat underwear, and peel away his rubber suit, and that will give you access to the Hot Toys plastic body underneath. And then you just need to get a Dremel or whatever and file away this sort of side top rib section here that's going to be protruding too much for the arms to lie flat by his sides. So it's going to take a while. It took me a good 2 hours to Dremel away everything I needed to, maybe just because of the tool I was using wasn't the strongest, but it got the job done. And just in case you're curious, this is the Dremel or the rotary tool that I've been using. Thanks to Nick, he let me borrow his. And this didn't cost him much. I can't remember how much he said it was, but you go on eBay and maybe just have a look for this make, Moss. And there you go, mini grinder. It's got all the different, attachments. And all kinds of stuff. This was for clean up afterwards, just getting rid of all the dust and stuff. I've used this for a few things now. I used it on my 2018 Myers head sculpt to get the to hollow out the head, and enabled me to get the eyes inside the head, which is just incredible. So I used the rotary tool for that. Now I've used it for the Batman situation, and as you can see, worked out great. Oh man, he looks so good. And so then I cut away some of the rubber that was under the armpit, because it's all bunching up and again stopping the arm from lying flat. But if I lift the armpit up, where we go, see, under there, that's what I've had to remove. So I was just copying what I saw on Facebook. I thought I was probably going to have to cut away some of the rubber suit, but once I saw that in the other chap's mod video, I was like, yeah, I might as well go the full whack. I want as much posability as possible, but more than anything, I just want those arms down flat by his sides. Arkham Asylum remastered Batman. It's what I've always wanted. Always loved the Arkham Asylum remastered look. Black as night mixed with the dirty, worn kind of grey colour. Although the grey suit is kind of reading as a strange greyish blue on camera. That's actually pretty true to how it looks in real life in front of me right now. It's not like the Samsung Galaxy is messing with the colours too much on this one. But that just looks cool. That rubber suit is so thick, you could leave his arms like that long term, and like I say, the rubber is so strong, or so thick at least. I don't think you'd have to ever worry about damage to the suit. And if it does get damaged, I've already modded him anyway. I mean, I'm quite tempted to turn him into a proper battle damaged one with all the cuts and scrapes, a little bit of blood on one of the mouth plates, stuff like that. The only thing is, the body underneath here, the Hot Toys body, is black. So if you were going to have slices in his arms and chest and, around his stomach area and legs, you'd have to figure out a way to get the skin tone underneath, because it's not naturally going to be there, because like I say, the body underneath is just a jet black shiny body. So but it would be cool to have this guy in a very battle damaged look. You know, because he goes through hell in the Arkham games, man, especially Arkham City. Well, which one was the one? I think it was Arkham City, where at the end, well, halfway through the game, spoilers, tune out now if you haven't played it, but he got poisoned, I believe. It's been a while since I played it, but he was really going through hell in that game. He goes through hell in all of them, really, so it's cool to have a battle damaged one, but I think I'll keep him pretty much clean. I have completely repainted the suit, like you've seen before. I weathered all the little crevices and just brought out all the details. And obviously repainted all the blue sections black, but wow. I'm just loving it, man. Top 3 figures, well, top 3 Batman figures for sure now. He's in there. He's in the top 3. It could change over time, but right now, because he's all kind of like renewed and fresh thanks to the mod. And can't stress enough how awesome the custom cape by Jackson XU is. I'm pretty sure you'll still be able to get these if you contact Jackson on Facebook. That's Jackson, Jaxon XU on Facebook. Now, of course, I would have loved to have filmed the whole process of doing the mod for the arms. I would have loved to have got that on film so you could see exactly how I was doing it, but it was really one of those situations where I only had 2 hands available, and I just couldn't really risk making a big mistake, because half my brain is concentrating on getting stuff in frame for you, and the other half of my brain is actually busy doing the mod. So I thought it was best to fully concentrate on the work I was doing, and then just try my best to explain it to you afterwards. Although, like I said, I was very much boosted on to finally get this done by the post that I saw on Facebook. So I'll leave, or at least I'll put the insert of the screenshot, or the screen catcher. I'll leave that in the video, and you can always just pause it and then check out the dude's name and find him on Facebook, and you can watch his video, because he actually did show you in a bit more in-depth how he was doing it. I'm just more showing you the results. I can't get over it, man. Look at that. Seriously. I love these games. I really do love the Arkham games. I mean, Arkham Knight was an absolute thing of beauty on a visual level and a sound level. I mean, the city looked incredible. Batman, the graphics, the photo mode. I had so much fun playing it. There was many things about that game, though, that did frustrate me. But this is not an Arkham Knight video game review, so don't really want to take up your time talking about that now. But there certainly was things about that game that bugged me. But on the other side of it, it was absolutely gorgeous and a lot of fun to play, and I did play it for quite a while. But, oh man, I just love this suit. It'd be curious, man, to maybe do a comparison between this suit and the Dawn of Justice Ben Affleck suit. They're quite similar in the color scheme and the bulk, and yeah, it'd be interesting to have them side by side, and maybe, where is he anyway? He's over there somewhere, or is he down there? I forget. I moved everything around recently. So, in preparation for Anthony Sang and Justin coming on Saturday the 15th, we're going to do a live stream and do some videos all in the room together here. But look at this, man. I'm really happy with that. Let's check out that side profile. Let's turn him to the side and soak it up. Hey, there he is. Just awesome. Custom cape takes it to another level as well. I just love the black and grey look. But this cape just is beautiful material. It's very thin. It hangs and catches the wind. Even the slightest little bit of breeze will just make this cape animated and move and just look incredible. The only thing really is that seam at the back of the head, but I would have preferred just one seamless piece. I don't need his head to move. I just want it to look as good as possible. And, you know, it's never really bothered me, though, that line there. You think it would, but it doesn't. It's fine. It does allow you to have him looking up slightly, have him looking down. I mean, there's not much up and down, but enough to tweak things. And obviously you can have him looking to the side, which definitely is, you know, a cool little option there for you. Let me see if I can make the cape move just by blowing. Yeah, I ain't got as much breath as I used to. It's about the best I can do. But it did look cool, though. Put that in slow motion. Now, I do tend to use this kind of cool accessory that came with the Hot Toys Sam Raimi red and blue Spider-Man up there. This is the cool base that came with him, but I do tend to use it mostly with this particular Batman. I don't know why, it just seems to be something I keep doing. I think it's because the height of the base allows the cape to kind of just hang, because when he's on just the the surface of the desk here, the cape is longer than him, so it tends to need a lot of positioning because it will land on the surface and then kind of bunch up. But when he's on this, it just kind of hangs naturally and looks very, very cool. So, in case you're wondering, this is from the Hot Toys Sam Raimi red and blue Spider-Man figure from Spider-Man 3. Haven't changed his mouth plate in a long time, and I really like the way that looks. That's definitely a way more aggressive. Now that's the one you'd want to modify if you were going to do like a cool battle damaged, slightly bloodied up and bruised version of this figure. That's the mouth plate you're going to want to use. It is very cool. Very good job there with the teeth showing. Oh, camera likes to focus on Michael. Let's bring that back. Yeah, just back up off it. There you go. See, the eyes on the sculpt can look a little bit strange sometimes, but other times they look fantastic. It's an interesting one. But anyway, there you go. There's the interchangeable mouth plate. And the rest of his accessories. We got the grapnel gun, various hands. Where's his batarang? Oh, there it is. Got a life-size one of these somewhere, but that's a really cool. I love the design for this. Always have. And his line launcher. Very cool with moving parts. And yeah, just the different hands. I like this hand sculpt. It's coming to get you. So just to reiterate one more time, I have completely repainted all of the blue sections of the armor to a nice black, matte black finish. And I used this paint. That's important. So this is like for model kits and stuff. That's what you want right there. That's what I used. That's the black one. Obviously, I've got all kinds of different colors in here. Weathered the grey sections, made them all nice and like a black wash. Just getting into all the crevices and stuff. Not too heavy, just enough to bring out the details. Slipped down the back of the rubber suit, peeled it down to reveal the black Hot Toys body. Filed under the armpit area of the kind of side rib, whatever you'd call that. I'm not an anatomy expert, so I couldn't tell you the exact solarplopsips or whatever it's called. Yeah, filed this down under the suit so that the arms would lay flush, and cut away under the armpit to get rid of all the bunching up rubber that's also stopping him from being... See, even that doesn't make any sense why he's lifting his arm up, but even that looks cool. I don't know, maybe you could switch the hand out and have him holding onto the cape, and having the cape kind of, in his hand. It would look amazing. So yeah, did that, and that's about it. Obviously I did, do some kind of silver dry brushing on the black sections of the armor, especially the gauntlet thins. You can see there, they've been like silver dry brushed in sections just to make them look a little bit worn. Didn't go crazy on this section here. Did silver up the knuckle dusters on the gloves, but just a little hint there that he might have been blocking some incoming attacks from swords and such from maybe the League of Shadows or whatever they were called in the game. But yeah, man, I absolutely love this piece now. I've always loved it, but now I really love it. It looks incredible. Would be very curious to know your thoughts. I'm sure you've got some out there, folks, so you go ahead and let me know. The reason you're getting this video today is because the Hot Toys Justice League Flash didn't turn up today. I was thinking he might do, but it looks like it's going to be tomorrow now. It's been absolutely pouring with rain all day, non-stop, really heavy rain. So again, that just seemed very in keeping with the whole Batman vibe. So I thought, you know what? If Flash doesn't turn up today, it's going to be Batman Arkham Asylum Remastered Day. Now what I'm going to do is, because he's got a totally different base design than the more recent Hot Toys Arkham line, I'm going to take him off and put this guy on this base beside the Joker just to see how they look together. I'm also tempted to try and use this Bruce Wayne head, which I wasn't even on there properly. I don't know. But I'm going to try and put this one on him. I don't think I've ever tried that. Have I tried that? You'd have to let me know because I can't remember. I don't know. Nah, it doesn't seem to want to go on this neck. I think it's a little bit too thick. Yeah, it's way too thick. I mean, you could maybe... No, I don't think you could. Actually, no, that wouldn't make any sense. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't work. It's a shame, though. Let me just try and angle it a certain way so that you could at least see what it would look like. So he doesn't look quite so giraffe neckish. But then when you come down here, it's like, whoa, actually, that doesn't look too bad. Nah, it doesn't work. Anyway, worth a try. Headless. And there they are together. They're absolutely incredible. Even more so now with the mods on Batman. You could have a lot of fun with these. I'm going to be bringing you a cool little teaser video soon for something that I'm expecting diorama wise, made by the incredible Glenn Page. I actually have his business cards here. But Glenn is awesome, man. He has made me a 1/6 scale alleyway, a Gotham City kind of alleyway, a very gritty, big alleyway diorama that I'm going to be able to do so much photography with, so many post sessions. You're going to absolutely freak out, guys. I'll bring you a teaser video on that soon. I've got a couple of pictures so far of how the diorama is looking, and Glenn is going to send me some more pictures tonight, and I'm going to put together a little teaser video for you, give you a little taste of what's coming up. It's really exciting because literally since I started collecting these 1/6 scale figures, I've always dreamed of having a big 1/6 scale alleyway diorama, and I wanted it to be big enough and wide enough, because a lot of these dioramas that you can get your hands on, they're very small, and you have to really be careful how you angle your photography, and you have to zoom right in to get away from seeing the edges of the diorama. So I specifically measured everything out with the diorama back in the prototype or the blueprint stage, and sent Glenn Page a picture of the measurements that I wanted it to be. It's about that tall and really wide, so I'm going to be able to come right back and take pictures without seeing the edges of the diorama. It's all going to be, it's amazing. Big brick wall with a doorway with one of those sliding you know, like on the kind of gangster doorways where they got the metal kind of sliding thing that opens where they can see who's there before they open it, and you have to say a password or whatever. A cool window with iron bars over it, trash cans, rubbish bags, everything. It's super gritty, super Gothamy, and I can't wait to do photography with it. So I'll bring you a little teaser video on that soon. But these two will certainly feature very heavily in the photography sessions. It's great though with having like a nice gritty alleyway diorama, because every figure is basically going to work for photography in that alleyway. Obviously all the DC stuff is going to work in a gritty alleyway, as well as stuff like Terminator, Predator 2, Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy, Chucky, Gremlins, Deadpool, anything basically. There's only like literally 2% of my collection that won't really suit the diorama setting, but pretty much everything else will. So I just can't wait to show you. So yeah, guys, you'll be very I'm sure you'll be very keen to get some 1/6 scale dioramas made, because he can make them exactly the size they need to be to slot into your detolf shelves. Imagine having each one of your detolf, because he's really good as well when it comes to price. You can design anything you want in 1/6 scale, and you can have each one of your shelves and your detolf be completely like a little world in its own. You can have one detolf shelf be like an alleyway, another detolf shelf be like a cool jungle for your Predator, or an aliens kind of hive, or whatever, man. I mean, the guy can do anything. Glenn Page has got some mad skills. There's all his contact info right there, and yeah, get in touch with the man. You're certainly going to want to once you see what he's up to. For me, I literally, I've seen a lot, and I am honestly blown away by what he's doing for me when it comes to this diorama of the alleyway. It is next level. I didn't expect the level he's gone to, and he's not even finished yet. He's about 3/4 of the way done. There's still work to do. Dude's got mad squabbles. Yeah, get in touch. Yeah, Arkham Knight Batman here. He's got the same issue with the arms not wanting to go flush to his sides. That's the closest you can get them to rest naturally. So I mean, that doesn't look too bad. He is very bulky and you know, very heavily armored. So with this one, it's never really bothered me too much. In fact, it kind of just adds to the bulk and the intimidation factor. But I wouldn't want to go slicing this suit. This is a different kettle of fish. We say that in England. I don't know if you say that in America. But yeah, you're not going to be slicing into that. That's way more intricate and complicated. So this guy will always be you know, in this state, which is fine with me. But with this one over here, I really wanted to get the arms flush to the sides. It just takes the piece to another level, just makes it look way more real. And after seeing other people get it done, definitely inspired me to get it done myself. It just looks awesome. There it is. Now, that's enough of that. I've almost finished Days Gone on the PS4, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how that story wraps up. So I'm going back to play that now. And I'll see you good folks real soon. Don't forget, Saturday the 15th. That's this Saturday coming, 9 p.m. UK time. We're going to be doing a live stream in the collection room with me, Justin from Justin's Collection, and Anthony Sang. That's Budget Stark on Facebook and YouTube. Well, I forget. I think it's just Anthony Sang now everywhere. But anyway, we'll all be together and we'll be having a good old chat. Alright, enjoy. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Take it easy. Check me out on, make sure you're checking me out on Instagram, because a lot of little preview clips and photographs went up on Instagram of this figure before I even made this video, so there's a lot of stuff on Instagram that you won't see on YouTube that I tend to upload on there. So make sure you check me out on Instagram, follow me on there, DeanKnight333, and Facebook, and you can click on the link underneath the video if you want to become a patron, get your name on the producers list at the end of every video, and I'll see you real soon. Take it easy.